Rebecca Deu was never just another actress who passed through Hollywood. She was a force who reshaped the meaning of stardom, using her screen presence and fearless style to build an image that remains unforgettable decades later. And even now, her photos in stockings, pantyhose, tights, heels, nylon outfits, lingerie-inspired fashion, and classic miniskirts continue to fascinate because they capture more than trends. They reflect a period when women in entertainment began taking full control of how they wanted to be seen. And Rebecca embodied this transition with a mastery that balanced elegance with daring expression, proving that true allure comes from confidence and authenticity rather than scripted glamour. And while many of her peers leaned on traditional beauty standards or were boxed into predictable roles, Rebecca set herself apart by daring to experiment with her look in ways that were bold, but never forced. Whether stepping into tights and heels that exuded timeless sophistication or wearing miniskirts that spoke of freedom and independence. And each choice added another layer to her image as not only a talented actress, but a style innovator whose visual impact carried as much weight as her performances. Because from her breakout in Risky Business to her unforgettable role in The Hand that rocks the cradle, she always used fashion as an extension of her storytelling, a way of creating dialogue with the audience without saying a word, blending innocence with sensuality, vulnerability with power, charm with mystery. And this rare ability to weave emotion into style is why her legacy endures, since Rebecca never treated clothes as simple decoration, but as tools of expression, symbols of how a woman could own her image on her own terms. And younger generations discovering her now are amazed at how timeless her aesthetic feels, because her confidence still radiates through every picture, showing that authenticity never fades and that true style doesn't belong to a decade. It belongs to personality. And when she walked into a room or appeared on screen in a nylon-inspired look, it wasn't only about beauty, it was about redefining attraction itself as something classy yet daring, playful yet commanding, subtle yet unforgettable. And that balance is what makes her stand apart even today when fashion cycles change quickly. Because Rebecca Deu built an image that lived beyond fashion weeks or Hollywood press tours. An image rooted in identity, elegance, and boldness. And she carried herself with a deliberate kind of grace that made people stop and notice, without her even trying. And this is why her pictures still circulate online not just as nostalgic snapshots, but as cultural markers that continue to inspire, reminding us that true icons don't chase trends. They create timeless impressions, and if we pay attention to her wardrobe choices, we see a deeper narrative. Stockings paired with tailored dresses telling stories of sophistication and control. Playful skirts with tights capturing youthfulness and energy. High heels radiating authority and strength. Lingerie-inspired pieces merging boldness with vulnerability. And miniskirts evoking freedom, rebellion, and self-definition. And none of this was accidental. It was a carefully intuitive use of style as part of her artistry, showing women that confidence was always the most stylish thing they could wear. And this message resonates stronger today than ever in a world where image often overshadows substance. Yet Rebecca fused the two into something magnetic and lasting, and her photos remain a celebration of someone who was both glamorous and grounded.